Hey guys, welcome in. Um, Let me start with a little bit of an explanation before we go any further. Um, I was going to do an Assassin's Creed Origin stream last night. I turned the game on, and the next mission I had to do was about 4.5 kilometres away from where we were on the map. So I thought, well, I'll ride over there, then I can start the stream and we can get straight into a mission. Hey Simon, on the way to where the mission was supposed to be, who attacked me, and as I was fighting them off, the screen froze. So I thought, son of a bitch, restarted the game, and the same thing bloody happened. So I tried a couple of different things to see if I could get it to work, and it wasn't working, so I've had to uninstall the game. I will reinstall it at a later date. I have read that there's a fair chance that I could lose my saved data because it's going to be starting over the story again. So I didn't want to put it on in case that was the case because we'd already played a fair bit of it. So instead of that, I've downloaded a couple of games just for a change of pace, and this is one of them. Sherlock Holmes, The Awakened. It was Assassin's Creed Origins. Thankfully Star Wars is still there and it seems fine. So we'll play another episode of Star Wars tomorrow. But because we've lost Assassin's Creed, which is another big game, I don't want to start that right away, as I said, in case I've lost the data. So I maybe save that for the summertime. Give me time to get Star Wars out the way. I've got those two games I want to play during the Christmas week, and I've downloaded this. I've also downloaded Murder on the Orient Express because I'm a big fan of Agatha Christie, and Hercule Poirot is another awesome detective, so I wanted to give that a go. And I've downloaded something else. I can't quite remember off the top of my head what it is, but it's something else, but they're all shorter games, so I thought, well, we could have a few shorter games since we played Red Dead for so flaming long. We kept that going for months, so I thought we'll try a different change of pace, so let's get into this. I have had a look at the sort of the different things that we can do. No, unfortunately it's not a Taggart one, which would have been awesome if there was, because I would love to walk into the station and say there's been a murder, Sarge. Anyway, let's get into this. All I know about this is it's a Lovecraft or a Lovecraft meets Sherlock Holmes crossover. So I know who Sherlock Holmes is. Huge fan of Arthur Conan Doyle. I've got a complete collection of the books. But I've never heard the Lovecraft or Lovecraft, whatever the name is. So I don't know if that's a writer or if it's another detective, another fictional detective. But I guess we're going to find that out. So let's get into it. Sherlock Holmes, The Awakened. Press any. The game saves automatically, but don't forget to make saves of your own. Press any button to continue. I've no idea what side of the screen any prompts will come on either, but I've taken a little note of the controls, like how to open the casebook, the Mind Palace, the pin evidence, things like that. So chapter 1, The Shadow over London. I believe there's about 8 chapters as well. Baker Street. 221B, Baker Street to be precise. Howard Phillips Lovecraft was an American writer of weird science, fantasy and horror fiction. Oh, so it's going to be like a mixture of Sherlock Holmes and it'll be horror then.
You can limit the price of your carelessness to merely hours of work rather than days.
My apologies, Mr. Holmes. I found myself rather taken aback. I saw tidier houses in war-torn Afghanistan.
You can tell Sherlock's been
work. The matter required immediate attention.
Was that my supper?
Plainly not, for I was the one who ate it.
I set it aside for this evening.
And for that, I am grateful.
Is that my bed?
Watson, since you've proven yourself a master of observation, might I ask you to apply your skills to a more pertinent question? Namely, the whereabouts of today's newspapers. They are the key to everything. The newsboy is usually reliable.
Medically speaking, I often find that the key to everything is good sleep. In a bed. Your papers are here, on the table.
Okay.
Let's see what the postman brought today.
Right, so welcome to the game. Use L to move around, press X to interact with objects, press L3 to skip. Well, we won't be skipping, so...
This mess is getting out of hand. What will the landlady think? Most of us put our thoughts to paper, not to walls, Mr. Holmes.
Alright, so it's like little chats like that. Is there anything else I can interact with in the room at the minute? Not that I can see offhand.
Your mail is on the table, Holmes.
Alright, let's have a look at our mail. Move, rotate, hold, inspect. Tensions between England and Sweden are running high after a series of unfortunate mishaps during a recent visit to London by Swedish Princess Ilder. Chief among the scandals was the embarrassment of the British diplomatic corps as a result of the unexplained disappearance of Princess Ilder's personal bodyguard. The long-time member of her inner circle took the opportunity to explore London while off duty and never returned from his late-night promenade. A spokesman for the police assures the advertiser that they are confident the bodyguard will be located as he is a striking representative of the Scandinavian people. A man like that gets noticed, whether by his peers at the gentlemen club or the fair nightingales who comfort them. Interesting. Yeah, England and Sweden, that is a strange one, isn't it? So this is the London Advertiser from September the 28th, 1882.
Local gossip, all of it uninteresting.
Right, so what's this? Visit Barnes's bookshop. Okay. That's nothing interesting. And what's the letter? Oh. Oh wow, this is weird. Vogel. Okay. So is that it? Is that the whole lot of the mail? What now
Your
then?
mail is on the table, Holmes.
Yeah, I've just looked at it. There's nothing else to do. I've checked that. Can't do anything with it other
Your order
than
from
read
Barnes'
it.
bookshop
Oh,
has
wait a
arrived, Doctor.
minute.
Barnes insists on delivering the books to our door, even though we could easily walk to his shop. That's good service.
Alright, okay. So that's... Maybe I need to have it. This is weird, Daz, trying to rotate this.
Another letter from Werner.
Werner.
They never reply, but they keep coming.
Right, so that's all the mail. 3 out of 3. Okay.
I don't see the Strand. Where is it?
Pardon me?
I am on the precipice of uncovering a pattern of crime across London spanning many months and involving many men. The missing paper cannot be a coincidence.
That's preposterous.
My dear fellow, life is infinitely stranger than
A very
anything
young
which the
Holmes
mind of
and
man
Watson,
can
isn't
invent.
it, compared
Well,
to what
life
we're
used
used
your
to?
newspaper to wipe its posterior, so after that unpleasant discovery this morning, I disposed of it. But in lieu of the Strand, perhaps I can deliver you something equally tantalizing. I have just returned from a patient of mine, Captain Stemwick, who...
No, that will not do. Grab your coat, Dr. Watson. Let us hope nobody has collected the dustbin.
All right, we're going bucket raking. Oh, just lucky that my bottle just got a lid on it. Right, the Strand is missing. So where are we going? It's raining today. Why not dress in something more appropriate for the weather? Open the case book, navigate to wardrobe and tap R1 to put on a hat. Oh, this is strange, right? L2. No hat, respect the quiff. Oh dear, right. How do I do this then? Right. It told me go to R1, go along to hats. Oh jeez. Right. Select, but it's not letting me scroll down to hats for some reason. It's a map. Watson bought this morning's post, but the strand is missing. He disposed of it before entering the building because the pages were soiled. Still a chance it might be found in the dustbin. Okay. I'm not getting a hat by the looks of it. Right, so where's the bin?
The dustbin is yours for the digging, Mr. Holmes.
What the hell? I've picked up a stick. Okay, so is this the paper? It's making me pick up the stick for some reason. Right, so what have I to do with it? It's not giving me another marker on it. Oh, there we go.
A cactus spine. If it gets in your skin, it's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool.
Interesting. That's the only thing I'm able to pick up.
It's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool.
Right, so what's going on? Why can't I mark anything else in that bin? Maybe I need to do it this way. Ah,
You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil. See, Watson? The conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Poison? You? That's madness. Do you even have enemies that would want to kill you? Okay, perhaps from Cordona. How about that Vogel fellow? He seems rather obsessed with you. Would he do something like this? Why go through all this scheming to murder you? A spine stuck to the newspaper is hardly lethal.
hold R2 to run, but where am I running to? Newspaper boy? Is that him
Get
there?
the Strand! Get your copy of the Strand here! Sorry, Mr. Holmes. I just sold my last paper.
Blast. Then why are you still here?
Boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
Makes sense.
You're a bright child. I presume you see everything that goes on around here?
Nothing gets past me, mister.
Then tell me, did you notice anyone suspicious at my door this morning?
Like the man with your newspaper?
Precisely. What do you know?
I know the
The
value
boy
of a
was
shilling.
fibbing.
Dr. Watson?
Sure, now I can take the day off.
Oh, tell me about the man at our doorstep.
Can you describe the man you saw?
He was carrying a lot of books. Up to his chin they were.
Never heard of a well-read assassin.
Looks can deceive. Hence the appeal of disguises.
Interesting. What did he do to the paper?
Did you see what he was up to?
Nah, not really. I saw him approaching your house, but I had a customer. Then there's a loud bang. I ducked down. Not because I was scared, because I wasn't. I had to protect the merchandise. And all I could see was him kneeling at your door.
Which way did he go?
Not sure. I was distracted by customers. Sorry.
All right. You earned your shilling. That'll be all.
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Maybe I could be your eyes and ears. If you have more shillings.
Interesting child. Knows how to make some money. Alright.
A ruined newspaper is hardly the end of the
Strand.
world. We
Get
can
your
always
copy
buy
of the
another.
Strand here.
Right, let's see if I can get the wardrobe to work. Got a new question in your mind, Palace. Alright, so open the casebook. That's not the casebook. Alright. Book from Barnes, London Adverts, Cactus Spine, Newsboys Testimony, The Strand is missing. Let's see if we can get some clothes on now. Oh, see this damn thing, honestly. Ah. Hey, hey. Holmes dressed like Doctor Who, for goodness sake. Everybody loves a fez. Ah, we're going to put the deerstalker on him. Yeah, we're used to the deerstalker. Alright, let's see if we can change anything else. I mean, it is rainy after all, so let's... There's the Holmes we know and love. We won't put glasses on him. We'll put a tash on him. Sideburns. Beard. Some good ones. I like that tash. Alright, what's this? No makeup. Why did they make Sherlock look so pretty? We've got some cuts and bruises there. What do you think? A little bit weathered and cuts and bruises? Yeah, why not? Right. And what's this last thing? Watson's suit. We better put a hat on him as well, hadn't we? There we go. Dr. Watson. Right, so how do I get into the Mind Palace? Navigate inside, select relevant pieces. So, is this the Mind Palace at this end? Oh. Book from Barnes, cactus spine potentially poisoned. Who ruined the Strand? We'll pin that as evidence. Let's read this. Among our morning deliveries, book for Watson from Mr. Barnes. Attached is the business address to the corner. Okay, that will be quite innocent then, I would imagine. So I won't mark that as evidence. Alright. Hi Chase, welcome in. Right, so we know what to do with that. Oh, what is that? The book from Barnes, cactus spine, and the paper. So this is just pretty much everything that we've seen so far. Right, so we've got... I don't know if I have to go back up the stairs though, or...
A ruined newspaper is hardly the end of the world. We can always buy another.
Right, so we're going somewhere to see if we can buy a paper, I'm assuming. Since the newsboy didn't have one. I don't know which way we'll go to get another. Ah, that's the one. Can't go that way. Just having a little explore around the map anyway, just in case. That's Barnsley's bookshop. I just ran past it. That's the pub. Farm Fresh. Lock and Key Shop. There's Barnes is there. I don't know if we're actually meant to be doing anything here. I'm on a break. Alright, okay. So, that's the Mind Palace, right? So if I actually do something here with this. Right, we've done all that. Oh, maybe I need to pin that as well. Oh. Right, so we've got all those done. But then where am I meant to go from? It's still saying that I've got the message. let's see what it's wanting me to do with these. Barnes, the local bookseller, ruined the paper. Mr. Barnes is involved in the scheme. The newsboy said the suspicious man was carrying a stack of books, and this morning Mr. Barnes, the local bookseller, delivered a novel for Dr. Watson. A cactus spine for assassination, a loud bang. A visit to Mr. Barnes is in order. Let's see if he's
From
back
that
now.
Mr. Holmes murder? Yes, Barnes has his quirks, but he also has his scruples.
Not
Right,
every
it
pawn
looks like
knows
he's
it's part
open
of the
now.
game.
Alright, let's see. Observe. What one was observe again? Bags under eyes, the effects of overwork. Can I not study anything else? No. Okay. Alright. I still want me to observe. What else have I missed then? Newspaper ink. What's this? Leans heavily on his right leg. He's got a sore left leg. Okay. Still something to discover, I think. But what exactly? That had to be the shoes, didn't it? High heels, wants to look taller, so he wears stacks in his shoes. Alright. Mr. Barnes, large bags, developed a limp, wears high heels to look taller or stronger. Someone is against me, wants to look taller, the effects for work. Workaholic or blackmail victim. I'm going to go for workaholic.
Mr. Barnes, a word. Ah, for goodness sake.
Who goes there?
Sherlock Holmes. Now will you please...
Mr. Holmes. Golly, I did not see you come in.
Would you care to answer some questions for me?
Well, I wish I could, but I am deep in the weeds with work. How about we reschedule in a month or two?
Come now, Mr. Barnes. It will only take a moment.
Really deep in the weeds with important things. Well, help yourself to any book. Just take it and pay later. I trust you, Mr. Holmes.
Barnes doesn't seem like himself. Why is he acting this way?
You're asking the right questions, Doctor. Let's find a way to coax him out. The ladder is broken, recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
Oh, doggy.
So, Barnes has a dog now. Who's a good boy?
There was something over here. Where was it?
I could hardly imagine anything more macabre.
So this could be the stack of books.
Basics of cryptoanalysis, cryptography in Egypt. It appears Barnes has an interesting hobby.
So is that the only book that's highlighted? Must be another one. A catalogue of exotic plants on Barnes's counter. The name of the catalogue reads, Everlasting Plants for an Everlasting Love. Interesting. Alright. So there is still stuff over there. A door there. Speak to Watson.
Barnes has always been a little odd, but this is uncharacteristic even for him.
Let's see what this is on the counter.
An improvised stand, but it does make the flowers more visible. In the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is.
We're not getting to see what kind of flowers they are. Look up, you're told. No. Must be something else I have to discover around about here. One of the books in here, maybe. Oh, it's very hard to negotiate this. Oh.
The finest view London has to offer.
Eyeing up the ladies. Oh, that was the third one as well. Okay. Alright. So, let's see what was in this. Was there anything here? Just the exit door and the door round the back here then. Let's see what this is.
Apologies, but I can't hear you. Please come back later.
Well, it did a save there, so I don't know what to do.
You're looking for a cactus needle in a haystack. A spine in a book stack? No, come on, Watson, think. I like bookshops. One of the few spots in London where you are shunned for making a racket. Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight?
Got to be something I'm missing in here then that is deemed important, but I'm just not seeing it offhand. See if there's anything behind the counter. No. Okay. Let's head back out the shop then. See what happens. Flowers for the cactus, maybe.
The weather is dreary, isn't it? To be fair, my flowers could use the rainfall. I should have worn something warmer. People don't tend to come out for flowers when it rains. Perhaps I should try selling door to door.
Encouraging people to stop and smell the roses?
Our national emblem. God save the Queen.
English rose, yeah.
It must take patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine so. I merely sell
Cactus.
them.
Familiar spine? Is this what I found in my dustbin? Familiar spine? Is this what I found in my dustbin?
So I don't know if I have to... Why is it shown as green there then?
Familiar spine?
It's not
Is this
letting
what I
me
found
do
in my
anything.
dustbin?
Okay. Still showing on that. Nothing else. It's still showing on this one, so what am I missing? Circle. No? It's not marking that as one of the one of the clues. But it should be. None of these ones. And these. It's got to be this. It's the only one that's still lighting up. So what am I missing? What is that for? That symbol. It's not telling me what it's for. Yeah, it's definitely the cactus, but I don't know.
The pot is damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something.
Right, okay, we've got it now. It was the pot itself.
Anything tickle your fancy, Mr. Holmes?
Wearing makeup for beauty or concealment. A mourning brooch honouring deceased husbands. Luxury fabric, unusual for work attire. Distant look, avoids eye contact or distracted. Anything else I should be checking out? One more thing, but it looks a bit... Shoes. Clean boots, change shoes upon arrival. Still grieving. Uses makeup. Dress made from expensive fabric. Husband tries. Here's the mourning brooch. Memory or dress made expensive. Nice cousin. I think, I don't know, it is unusual for, I mean, she is still wearing black to an extent, but a lot of red. I think she's ready to move on. Well, let's see what happens.
Mrs. Fleming, you look
She's feeling
particularly
guilty
lovely
about
today.
being
Is
ready
there
to
a
move
reason?
on, I think.
Does a woman need a reason to look or feel beautiful?
No, but your distant look suggests you seek one man's gaze in particular.
Who told you that?
Nobody. Merely a keen eye and some simple deduction.
Well, I'll kindly ask you to keep your keen eye to yourself, Mr. Holmes.
Hide evidence or leave. What is this? What evidence? It would be the cactus and the cactus pot.
One of these things is not like the other.
Come again?
The cactus. Those fearsome spines can prove a devil to remove, and the sap is often toxic.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless, though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression that you knew its price already.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I saw this cactus was when I came back from my break.
She doesn't know how the cactus appeared on her display. She went for a break, and when she came back, it was there. Everlasting plants for an everlasting love, and she happens to have roses. Bouquet of dead flowers, placed in a stand. Mycroft's agent uses similar signals to communicate with each other. Ramsey's broken ladder. Just hi SDS, welcome in. Just having a quick look through some of the evidence we've collected already, just to see what we're doing next. So I'm wondering if she's got her eye on the bookseller now. Right. I don't know, let's provide a little bit more evidence. Let's do the exotic
Are you sure
plants
you're asking
book.
the right person? I'm just a flower seller.
Right, let's leave just
I'll be
now.
off.
Right. Okay. She's got a dog as
Hello
well.
there. What's your name?
Lily, I know, not very original.
Named the flower after, or named the dog after a flower.
I'll be off.
Alright, well, I don't know what else we have to do, so let's just have a wander around a bit more. This is the way we came, wasn't it? Boot shop, flower shop. I think this is the way we came up, wasn't it? Yeah. So let's just carry on around here a bit, Watson, just to see what other places there are. What's the shops here? Boots and shoes, cobblers. Nothing on the door to say we can go in there yet. Can't talk to them. That's down the back streets. These look as though we're going to have a wild chase down these at some point. Can I go to the Tower of London? I don't know if I can. Can't jump over any of these, no. Oh. That was strange. Handy thing to see though. Is that you that was talking to me there? No? Just heard the... Oh, what's this? Arthur Ignatius Conan Doyle. Oh! A
Impressive
testimony.
stature, strong gaze. I think this man deserves a knighthood. How can you be
Nice
so sure?
touch.
On rare occasions, Watson, it can suffice to trust one's gut.
Hence Sir
My
Arthur
gratitude,
Conan
sir.
Doyle, isn't it? Yeah. A nice one. Nice one. I like that. I'll at least direct Arthur Conan Doyle, or Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I'm quite liking the graphics as well. They're not too bad. Alright, oh, yeah. We're on Baker Street. Even the horses look quite reasonable. Lucky's Bar. You can't go in there. Can't talk to the horses. Newspaper boys still hovering around.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here. I'll stand watch, just in case the strange man comes back.
I don't know about that. Let's see what's along this way. Oh, what's wrong with this lady? Oh, we can't talk to her. It does, doesn't it? I'm quite enjoying it so far. I'm just... Stenwick's Manor. Is that it there, the Manor House? We're on Park Road. Sounds familiar. Wonder if there's a little park lane somewhere. Drugstores. It would have been a good place to find out about poison, that's for sure. Oh, we've even got little stalls. Newspaper, right. Can I buy a Strand? Am I getting the marker?
Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight?
Can I not buy any of these papers? Am I not getting the marker? Heck damn it. What about you,
Didn't
bud?
you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight?
Oh, why is there a broken wagon and a horse standing here? I got on the horse. Nope, can't get on the horse. I don't know what went on here. I'm not getting through this way either by the looks of it. Not yet anyway. Oh, what's this?
Seems to be for me.
Oh.
Seems to be for me.
Alright, so there's nothing else. Oh, wait a minute.
Unnaturally bent legs, yet they look to be a design choice.
Hey ho, street pigeons and rainworms. Another treasure hunt is upon you. With a clue in hand, it's up to you to find all the dolls. Oh,
treasure hunt.
interesting.
Used to do lots of those in my childhood for myself and...
Is it a call for help? A bad joke?
or both. Better not risk leaving this matter ignored, don't you think?
Right, so we'll look for other dolls. Find out why I can't buy a copy of the Strands. It's obviously an important piece of evidence that somebody destroyed it. So why can't I buy another copy? Chase, I've got enough at the minute. I'll put you on my list. If any space comes up, I'll keep you in mind. So you'll be on my list, okay? Can't get through here either. So there's only certain places I can go right now. What's along here? Maybe I have to check out the manor house. Let's see if we can get into the manor. Yeah, the graphics are very nice on this. Can't get over that way. Let's have a look round the back. Oh, you're okay. The guys will take care of the comments for me. I hope. I've not got my phone on its charging. Ooh, breaking the wall.
Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight?
Yeah, I think she's got more to give away as well, but I don't know if I have to go back to her or... I'm thinking I'll head back to Baker Street. Is that even going to open there? No. No. Somebody's been playing a game. No, sex is allowed. Can't get anything out of here. Just try to see if I can get into any of these places or any more of these dolls. They could be lying about anywhere. They could be to be found as we go from chapter to chapter. What's this? Can't climb the ladder. The bikes, the penny farthings. I never noticed the bike. Sorry, I was too busy looking at everything else. Yeah, it looks like we're not getting out that way. Okay. Well, Watson, let's head. Was it a penny farthing? A big wheel at the front and a tiny wheel at the back? Oh yeah, there it is. Penny farthing. Couldn't pick up that newspaper either. Let's check that bolt, see if there's any dolls in it. Oh, can't get over that either.
Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight?
Yeah. He's kind of repeating himself now, so let's head. There's nothing here lighting up or anything. Not that anything here's probably to do with the clues, but it's just interesting to have a good scout about what we're able to see right now. Is this one Baker Street? Yeah, so let's find 22 1B again. There's the lady that was crying. Ooh, take coach rides maybe. You've seen anything yet,
Why
little
don't
one?
you give me another shilling now? Because I'm sure I'll spot something else soon. No? Earlier the other day when I was delivering papers, I heard noises from your apartment. It sounded like the doctor was yelling in his sleep. My boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
Okay.
Get the Strand! Get
Didn't
your
you
copy
once
of
tell
the
me that
Strand
answers
here.
usually lie in plain
Right,
sight?
okay, let's just head back indoors. Just to see if there is anything inside that we've missed. Can't study around about here. This must be for listening for people, and like you do on The Last of Us, you can activate it and disactivate it, or unactivate it, whatever the word is, deactivate. I got there in the end.
Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight?
Yeah, this is, well, we must be having to go back outside. Will you get out my way, Watson? There's nothing in here. There's nothing on the mail. We already checked all that out. What's that paper? We can't check that out. Yes, so it's obviously something outside, lying in plain sight. So let's have a little scout about. Right. The ladder there.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
You've got none for sale, you little shit. Why are you still asking about it?
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the
Nothing at
Strand
the
here.
pawnbroker. None of the papers here do anything. I'm curious as to why the road's closed. Can't talk to these guys. Nothing to see there. Just keep looking for clues as we go up and down the streets. I still think it is the flower lady, but I don't know. I think we should go and see her again, just to see what she says, if anything. Is there anything else we can study here? Oh, that light up. No. Can't go inside her shop. Can't use the paper. Nothing sparkling there. Nothing there. Oh. I don't know what other evidence I can do here. Right, so there's got to be something.
I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes.
Cryptology. What the hell's cryptology again? Is that just deciphering codes and things?
I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes.
She can't do much, can she?
Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller.
No, obviously not.
I'll be off.
She's got nothing then. Okay. There's got to be something that I'm just not seeing offhand yet. We're out and about looking for clues. We've seen the statue. We can't talk to any of these people. In here. You taking a piss in the corner. Jesus. Oi, get out of there, mister. What the hell's going on with these horses and wagons? Why are we restricted to here all of a sudden? Just having a look around to see if I get any more clues with the... Maybe Mr. Barnes, maybe I need to see him and ask him more questions. I can't get to him though, can I? Have they went on strike? Oh, I'm awful glad that I don't have to hurry about to work then. Because it's first bus that I usually use.
Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight?
What am I missing? We got everything at these books, didn't we? Yeah, we got 2 of 2 from them. I couldn't pick up any of the books. It's just the exit door and Watson that's left. There's nothing. No idea why they're blocking the road. Maybe I need to solve everything here before they open up and let me move to another section. Oh, it's weird. Definitely nothing left to ask in here. It's not the flower cellar. It's not Watson. So, what else are we missing? I'm just going to walk about until we see if there's any symbols that we need to study. See, I thought it would have been the newspaper seller to get a copy of the Strand. Looks like we can get a good distance down this way. Is that the manor house again? Yeah, we can only get so far. Sorry. Can't talk to the coach driver. Let's see what was in here. Nothing. Blocked again. But I'm just going around just to see if anything lights up. Let's see if the newspaper guy will let me buy a newspaper again, but... Oh, what the hell? Is that man there laughing? Yeah, so this is all locked off. Pumpkin cellar.
Didn't you once tell me that answers
Yeah.
usually lie in plain
You
sight?
keep saying that, but you're not helping me any. Right. I'm not getting it. I'm using the button out that you would use to study things, but it's not letting me buy a paper. There's nothing down there. Can we go along the waterfront? I don't know if we can go all the way along. I didn't really have a big look, did I? Can't open the gates. Could be something over the bridge. If we can get over there. No, we're not getting through there yet either, are we? No. No. Nothing in the boxes. So we can't even go right along the waterfront.
Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight?
I didn't even speak to you there. Right. Yeah, I'm missing something really obvious. It's in plain sight, but I'm not seeing what it was. No, I have not. Do I have to go to it every time? Oh yeah, this is opened up now. Why is Barnes acting so strangely? He could be covering for the flower lady. Maybe I just need to have a good read at all of these and see what they do. No, can't do anything. Right, book from Barnes. Right, okay, we got that. See, I can't accuse him because he's not opening the door to me. It's just basically everything's just telling us everything we've done before. Oh. I just seem to be pinning and unpinning things. I'm only getting the same two things at the minute, so yeah. No, she didn't. That's the thing, I don't know. She doesn't want to talk anymore. That's the thing. Even if she doesn't want to talk, I don't know what I'm expected to do. Let's go up this way. It's just weird that it showed me the manor house as a thing of its own. But I've did everything I can really do there, that's the thing.
I'll be off.
See, it keeps just saying that.
What do you make of the flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they mean anything to you?
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting the flowers are for me?
It seems likely, does it not?
Oh, I hope you're right.
She is ready to move on then.
I don't know anything about this, sorry. I'm afraid I
I'll
can't
just
help
click
you,
them all.
Mr. Holmes.
I don't know if I can. I'm maybe just ruining my chances here.
Are you familiar with Mr. Barnes?
Yes. No, not really. Well, in a way.
What on earth does that mean?
I know who he is, of course, but we haven't shared much more than a look.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I go for a walk in the park with my dog, and most days I spot Mr. Barnes there with his new puppy. So we see each other.
So he bought the dog
Actually,
so he
once
could
was
accidentally
breathing
on
while our
purpose
dogs
bump
played.
into her in the
He was
park.
quiet and seemed unsteady as he approached. But since then, we've never spoken. I often see him staring through the shop window. Sometimes I wonder what he thinks about that.
In a second, while she hear apps on.
His face.
I wonder if there's...
Have a look at my flowers. They will not bite unless you touch their thorns. Have a look at my flowers.
Alright, I
They
think
will
we're
not bite
finished talking to
unless
her
you touch
now.
their thorns.
Right, let's have a look. I don't know if I can do any more with that. We've done that. Right. I'm glad you're there to figure this out for me. So it's just pinning evidence. Right, so that one's disappeared for some reason. Hang on, guys, I've actually lost something here that I need. Right, where are you? Oh, there you are. That got it, that'll do. Right, now where were we? Okay, so it's not really doing much here. It's went over to that side. Dead flowers on display. Alright, so that's pretty much all I can do with this. So, what next? They've all unmarked now. What's this one here? Right, so where are we? There are we. We've been to Stenwick's Manor. There's Barnsley's bookshop. That little one beside it's the Flower Lady. So, I don't know if we have to go there next. It's brought us straight to the manor.
Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie
See,
in
we're
plain
still
sight?
getting that. So, that's like a fast travel map. I don't know what you mean by that, Simon. Have to choose which ones make the most sense. Is that what you're saying? Like, why is Barnes acting so strangely? So this is all about Barnes, right? So let me unpin all of these just now. Right. Cactus in the cracked pot. Right. The cactus spine, that's definite evidence, but I can't pin that at the minute. So I should make that one then, make her one the cactus. Dead flowers. Hang on. Dead flowers. And the strand is missing. But then it's given me all of these. Right, so it's not letting me do anything once I've done these. There's got to be somebody else that I need to talk to. Maybe go back to the newspaper boy and see if he says anything. Maybe somebody's been at the house. That's all I can think of. But let's see. Is it time to give this kid another shilling, or has he went home?
My boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
No. So what would the loud bang have been? That's what I want to know. Could have been construction work. Could have been those things falling. Could have been the loud bang. But it's not giving me a chance to talk to anybody or anything like that.
Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight?
Yeah, so what's lying in plain sight that's unusual? Carriages are fine there. Choose 3 elements of evidence. Right, so let me see what I would need to press to do that. Right, Pin evidence, scroll evidence. Well, R1 is imagination, so if I press that, that is imagination. Whatever that does. Alright, okay, let's see. What's this? Bonus. Okay, I need 10 more. Right, so into my mind palace. Again. Right. So I can only go between these two. Right, so the news... I'm not getting it. Right, hang on. Right, so the cactus spine, that's... Book from Barnes. 1 piece of evidence. The strand is missing. 2 pieces of evidence. Cryptology books. Or the exotic plants catalogue. It's not letting me choose anymore. Right, there's my mind palace. Questions are shown. Answer all the questions to progress to the next chapter. This icon. Answers notifies you when there's a new question to answer. Press to get the casebook, then navigate to Mind Palace. Select the question you want to answer. But we've done all of the questions. That's what I'm not getting. Hang on, I grab my phone, Simon, so I can look at all your notes that you've just sent me there. Yeah, it's weird. New games always screw me up right at the start. Right, so... Alright. What was that on the ground? The chalk? Where was the chalk? Right, but we're looking at these, okay? And I have been through them all. I've not... Right. See, when I put all these up, it's only marking so many at a time. Mr. Barnes acting strangely. Which one's that? Where is it? Am I looking at... It's not letting me go on to that. Right, so there's Barnes acting strangely, right? We're on the right page for that. So, right, let me unmark them all. Right, that one's marked, right. So, cracked pot. I can't see what that says behind there. So we've done that one, the cracked cactus in a pot, right? Right, that's marked. Right, so if I come back to this one. I'm assuming this is her one then. So we've got the cracked pot. Is the cactus spine one of them? 'Cause I don't see where it's saying about her opinion of Barnes. Mrs. Fleming's opinion on Barnes. And that one? I don't know which one's meant to go where and where they're meant to go. Right, that one. Did that one. Dead flowers on display. Mr. Barnes is involved, do you think? I know that was one for sure. Aha, right, I got them. We got there in the end. It was trying to move them all over to the one page was the problem. Right, Mr. Barnes loves Mrs. Fleming. Barnes's displays a bouquet of dead flowers to attract attention of Mrs. Fleming. What a device. Barnes anonymously gifted her a cactus which he ordered from the catalogue in his counter. A questionable choice, but for Barnes a symbol of his eternal love, since the catalogue presents these cacti as immortal. Plainly this is the same cactus he dropped on the Strand outside to now hear the full story. Right, so if I go back to Barnes then.
I think perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Do not despair, Mr. Holmes.
I know, Simon's going to be so stressed out with me.
We better tell Mr.
Sorry,
Barnes what we've
Simon.
learned.
Right, so back to Barnes. So glad you're here. My powers of deduction are obviously really bad. Even
Mr.
trying to
Barnes,
figure out a game
I
at
know
times.
what you did, and I know why you did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes. I can't hear you very well from behind the door.
You ordered a cactus from the plant catalogue and then left it for Mrs. Fleming as a gift. You place flowers in the window to get her attention and wear high heels to appear taller and more desirable. You are her secret admirer.
Oh, that didn't sound very healthy.
I couldn't read this morning's edition of The Strand because it was covered in soil and spines. I know you dropped a cactus on it and then...
Barnes, it's Dr. Watson. Rest assured we are not interested in disclosing your personal affairs to anyone, including Mrs. Fleming. Please come out.
All right then. All right then.
So, you know what happened then? I was on my way back from the post office, having picked up the cactus and some books. It was quite an awkward package, heavy too, and when I got to your door, I dropped the cactus and your paper. Forgive me.
I needed that paper to prove a theory and prevent a crime. Your actions were rather disruptive. Your clumsiness carrying the post is matched only by the clumsiness of your romantic gesture.
Oh, it's true.
Oh.
I am useless with this sort of thing. I'm not even sure if Mrs. Fleming noticed.
Alright, so love isn't really his area, is it? I don't know. Well, let's see what happens.
I have neither the experience nor the interest in navigating the finer sex and their peculiarities. Do what you will.
Oh, right. Yes, of course.
Maybe that was the wrong choice.
At last, we return to the matter of the paper. I'm investigating a string of burglaries. Did you perhaps read of any before the edition was spoiled?
I don't recall, but you're welcome to read our copy for yourself.
You had an issue of The Strand here all along?
Well, naturally. I am a bookseller. I have a subscription to every magazine and newspaper in London.
So you ought to be familiar with the concept of burying the lead.
Oh no, my apologies, Mr. Holmes. I'll make it up to you however I can. I am an expert on obscure languages and translation and
Yes, okay. Just give me the paper.
Oh shit. Saltpeter explosion rock stocks. That could have been what the loud bang was. No, but then it wouldn't be in the paper, would it? Locals at the Port of London had a rude awakening last night with loud bangs and thick red smoke disturbing the peace. Oh, merchant ship Moskva. That's Moscow, isn't it? Had docked at Pier N3 in the early evening en route to Europe when it was rocked by several concussive explosions. The Port Authority is yet to comment on the incident, and it is unknown if any crew members were on board at the time. Eyewitnesses report seeing saltpeter leaking into the river, but with the area still off limits to workers and the public, it may be some time before we have a full account of what
Come,
transpired.
Dr. Watson. Let us put this matter behind us.
Farewell, Mr. Barnes. I hope to hear good news about you and Mrs. Fleming.
Well, that was nice of him to say that.
I'm sure Barnes has had enough of our meddling, Mr. Holmes. We'd best be off.
Well, that was an utter waste of time.
An assassination did seem rather unlikely.
There was supposed to be another burglary. I was certain of it. Something you wish to say, Doctor?
No. Well, only that you have a remarkable faculty for deduction and pattern recognition. And that perhaps, if ill-applied...
I see things that are not there.
Yes. It is London. There will always be burglaries. Doesn't have to mean anything.
So it seems. Forgive me. Without something to occupy my mind, I turn into an entirely different animal.
That is
Which
very
brings us
true.
back to my news from earlier. I think I have a case for you, a real one.
Truly?
Indeed. Though perhaps not as thrilling as your stories from Cordona. A patient of mine, Captain Stenwick, told me that his servant disappeared. I said I knew just the man to help. What do you say?
Oh, Watson.
Yes, I know it's not the most tantalizing mystery, nor the story to launch my writing career. But
It's brilliant. Let's go.
oh, good. Well, his house is nearby. Come.
It's going to be the big manor house. So this way. Yeah, there's the gates to the manor open now, you see.
Not much further now.
Thought that was shiny there for a minute. Oh, and there's been a burglary.
Is this lousy attitude of yours because of my altercation with Inspector Lockhart? Did he put you up to this?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion. Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything about Kimmy here, my missing servant. What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Sergeant Ruffles. And it's my superiors who made this decision, sir.
Why has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick.
Have there been other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. But when life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in your search.
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony. Then we can lodge a complaint.
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes'
interesting.
time is better spent learning about your servant, so that he may begin
Maybe.
his
Yes,
investigation.
let's do that,
Ah, yes.
please.
Quite right. Fire away.
All right. Let's do all of them, I suppose.
Tell me about Kimahir.
He's foreign. A Maori. All the way from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen. And as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English. Never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
May I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
I take it this is the first time Kimahir has vanished?
Hello.
Undoubtedly. The man seemed
Over
terrified
there.
of the city. I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in the first place.
So in other words, taking
Is
slaves.
there any reason Kimahir may have left?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
I've not had cabbage for ages.
Did Kimahir make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No, no. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
All right, Captain. I think I have enough to get started. We shall first take a look around the mansion.
Go ahead. I'll be here,
Yeah.
mentally drafting my complaint.
Alright, okay, so let's have a look for Kimiya's hut first. Oh, we can't get into the garden that way. We've got a little gazebo. A headless statue. That makes a lot of sense. We've got a ladder. We've got a footprint. Right, I'm trying to hold it and inspect it. It's not giving me a marker. Maybe I have to be standing in a different position. No, why? Or maybe I have to pin that. Let me just have a little look at my notes. Right, I'm pressing hold. It's not letting me inspect it. Maybe,
Chewing tobacco.
so we've got chewing tobacco. It's not giving me a marker for that, but I know that means something, but I don't know what. Come on, any more clues around here? I'm looking for two more. For some reason, I'm not getting a very good angle to have a look around. So, nothing of that is... let me have a... Got the chewing tobacco. I don't know why it's not letting me... It's only letting me look at the footprint when I'm doing that, but it's not letting me mark it. Yeah, this is going to be tricky, for sure. I'm probably going to save it shortly myself because it's getting very late on now. I've still got some food to get. I need to figure out what that symbol is. Let me find out. It's maybe telling me to go to my mind palace. Ah, concentration, right, okay.
Looks like a knee print.
That's what I meant to do next. Right, so we've got a knee print. We've got chewing tobacco. What else is there? Watson, what do you make of that?
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
I would have thought the statue being headless would have been a clue. Can't get up the ladder. So where's the third clue? What are we looking for here? We've got 1, 2. That's strange. Again. Let's have a look in the tool shed. Maybe that's got something to do with it. So was this the... It keeps showing me the London advertisers. Right. Something there.
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here.
Alright, so somebody's whacked their head off that. Yeah, I'll go back out and look at it, Simon. Oh, what's this here?
A scrap of Hessian.
Bit of sack material. Hessian sack. Is there any Hessian sacks lying around? Other than that big one there.
Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly?
Well, that solves the Hessian clue then. Bone. Looks
Mutton
like
chops. The remains of a meal.
mutton, yeah. Looks like a mutton chop bone to me. Is that them all? That was the Hessian. Yeah, right. So let me go and get the footprint out of the statue. Whatever that is. No. It was a knee print that was seen at the statue. We got that. Which was the concentration one there. Oh, there's a footprint there as well, yeah. It's not letting me put a marker on it. Hang on. Ah.
A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots. Someone knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
Right, so we're going to try and make an accurate version of events. So let's see. So we'd come into this, yeah? An apron, hiding from something. Then got, yeah, because that would have been his foot, and then he would have been on one foot, but kneeled down on his knee. That makes sense. Then just spat out the chewing tobacco straight ahead. Right, I think we've got all the clues out of here that we were looking for. That gate's locked.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Okay. Quick look around to see if there's any keys in here. I don't think that was there. Having a look to see if there's anything else that we're missing from this. I can only move it so far.
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here.
Alright, okay, so we're at a hit head. We had the bit of Hessian.
A scrap of Hessian.
Right, so then surely the Hessian clothes.
Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly?
Ah, some here. A pipe or a
Maori
whistle.
nose flute.
Yeah, flute.
Gurus, they're called.
Interesting.
Do you think Kimmy here had an accomplice in his escape? Yes, Stenwick is no angel, but he's one of my few clients. Please, try to remain courteous. This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Alright. Oh. So, where does Kimia's trail lead? So we've got chewing tobacco remnants. We've got... Oh no, we don't need that. We'll get that eventually. And we've got clothes made of Hessian. Alright. Alright, it's not mentioning the footprints though, is it? Clues in Stenwick's garden. A lock with an unusual keyhole. Footprints. Alchemy's shack. Why are you not moving? Ah, there we go. That's not that either. So I have to get them all the same colour, is that what it is? That's not that. Let me take that one off just now. Alright, so that's not going to make a difference, is it? Because that wasn't anything to do with it. Can't mark that. Okay, so let's see what we can get. Footprints. Yes. There's only so many I can mark. Right, so is it this one? No. It's not that. We sussed that out already, so we know it's not that. Yeah, I would have thought Kimmy's shack would have been... Where does Kimmy's trail lead? That is the big question. Okay. Right, so that one's done. We're not fussed about that one right now. Okay, SDS, speak to you soon. You take care. That one's done. So it is definitely this one we're working on. So if I unhook that one, clothes made from Hessian, chewing tobacco remnants, and footprints in the garden. Ah, bingo. Alright. So now we've got a lock with an unusual key. Maybe not. It's not that one, definitely. Something to do with that. Where would it lead? That is the question. I thought it would have led to the lock, but I'm not getting the thing with that. Got to do a save here actually. Chapter 1, manual save. Yes. Accept. Okay, right, it's saved, okay.
No air coming through it. No air coming through it.
Is that all I can do with that?
Is this a Tanifa, a Maori water spirit, or something else?
Very
Either way,
pretty,
it's giving
whatever
me
it is.
chills.
Alright, we've got a save there, so maybe that was the one I was missing. We've done that one. Right, why is there an X on the wall? Oh, it's just the way the tools are made. We got that, we got that. Maybe that's... Oh, okay. Right, let's try this again now. We've got that last clue that I'd missed. No? No? Right, I don't know. Obviously still missing something. What exactly am I missing? I better look at this. Very pretty. What is this?
The rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney.
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
We've got a plugged chimney, we've got all the clues that were in the house. Having a quick nosy about. There's more materials there, which are nothing to do with it. Hey. Cloth in the chimney. This is all weird. Done that one. Right, so that. So if it's not that one. What are we missing? Nothing to do with that. It's definitely nothing to do with that. It's not disappearing. It's not nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. Right, so documents and testimonies are no good. Yes, another unusual one. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it here for tonight. I'm going to have to do a little bit of looking around on this one as well. just to figure out how to work this properly. We've got that pinned. Just having a quick look at all the different little clues we've found there. I don't know if I can get into the mansion. I want to have a quick look at that before we go any further, just to see if we can get in any of the doors. Oh, something just made a weird noise around here. Oh, no idea what it's meant to be. Let me see what happens if I press this one. Well, there's nothing showing up other than just Watson. Have a look in the gazebo. Any clues around? No. Weird. And that. Let's go back and speak to Captain What's-His-Face again. Right, someone blocked the chimney pipe of Kamia's shack.
I'm joking. Why would I know this?
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimahia's?
Yes. I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting.
Okay.
I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
Do you happen to know Kimahia's shoe size?
I wouldn't have the foggiest. But I'm sure it was enormous. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. Despite my best efforts, he simply did not take to shoes.
So, I mean, if that was the case, then you're guaranteed that he's gonna wear shoes to run away, because they don't want to be following obviously doesn't want his barefoot. Things getting...
Has Kimahia ever indulged in tobacco?
No, the man doesn't even...
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimihia's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known if he used tobacco. Where on earth are you going with this? I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
Shut up.
The door to your garden has an interesting...
Yes, I have uncommon
Excuse
locks
me.
on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimmy here and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do. Examine the garden.
I don't like this, Git. We've already examined the garden.
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Unless there's something in it else that I've missed in the garden. Gates unlocked.
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
This gate's unlocked as well. I wonder if that's part of it. I mean, I think if
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot
Kimia
make
was
head nor
running
tail of it.
away, would he have took the keys with him? So we had the footsteps behind the statue. I'm not seeing any more footprints. I keep getting some. It's just the imagination road over there, is it? We've already studied it. Hang on. Getting a big one now. I'm interacting with the node. It's not letting me do anything other than what I've already done. I've had 3 out of 3 clues. Alright, we're imagining what happened. Right, he was there. But what was he hiding from? I'm not seeing what he was hiding from. Alright. I'm trying to get out of it. Unless there's something I'm not looking at. Right, there was the chewing tobacco. Alright. There was the chewing tobacco.
Chewing tobacco.
Right, there was the footprint.
A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These
There
are a
was
workman's boots.
the knee prints, so that's how he knew he was hiding. It's not letting me do the final little bit on that. No. Right. So that's disappeared. There wasn't another imagination thing. I don't see any more footprints or anything obvious. That axe. Is the handle on that bloody, or am I just imagining things? Right, now that I've used my imagination, let's see if it makes a difference to this. Chewing tobacco remnants. So I need one of these ones. So, is it Stenwick's mansion? No. Cloth in the chimney? No. Camilla's shack? No. The lock with the unusual key? No. It wouldn't be anything to do with that, I don't think. I mean, why would that be anything to do with Stenwick? Because the disappearance was mentioned in the... It was mentioned in the newspaper, the disappearance. I have no idea why that did that. That's talking about the explosion. Well, maybe I've already achieved what I had to do. Maybe that's why it went. I can't take that off of there anymore. Right. So click. We've done those. Then surely... Right. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out the next time, guys. I really have to get off just now. I need to get to bed myself. So, thanks again for watching a new game. I hope you'll all be able to help me out with it. So it looks like it is going to be a cluesy one anyway. Lots of clues to solve. So I hope you'll join me tomorrow for the next episode of Star Wars. And we'll probably play another little bit of this or maybe another game. We'll see. But join me tomorrow and I'll speak to you all soon. Thanks for watching, folks. Bye.